How's it going, everybody, and welcome. We're starting a new series. Last time last time I uploaded, I should say, for you guys to be able to have watched, we had just finished Tony Hawk's Underground, and we were working our way through Skyward Sword. Now, I did put a post in my YouTube with it, like on my channel. Basically, I had issues with Skyward Sword. My Switch, wink wink, decided to stop working. So I had a lot of issues with that and wasn't able to get that properly running, unfortunately. So Switch games are gone skis now. But we're going back to a classic, one of my childhood favourite games. I basically grew up on this one, hence why we're playing this one, not the original. If you can't tell, this is Ratchet and Clank 3. Where the save down the bottom I just made before. Obviously, we're not going to be doing my 100% save file, which is that one right there. Don't know if you can tell it's 100% save file, but the money's sort of self-explanatory in the fact that it's a double New Game Plus, I believe. It's not called New Game Plus, it's like Challenge Mode or something. That's what that R is. It's like a restart, basically. So I have 100% of this literally like late last year in like my own playthrough time sort of thing, but I decided to do it for you guys, do it for the channel, and yeah, I guess get the game across again, because I don't know how many people actually have played or watched or know anything about the original trilogy or the other games, like the more older ones I should say. But here we are. So with all that being said, welcome back. Feels good to be back. I apologise for it being so long without uploading. And hopefully we can get back into the hang of things. And yeah, hopefully at least. No guarantee we will be able to. I'm hoping that I can be able to, like, I guess the word I'm trying to use is continue to record. Get the series going the way it should be. There we go, that's better. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Up, down movement, not inverted. Left, right, not inverted. Jesus. I think I usually bump that up a little bit too. Don't want any of that. Audio and visual, we'll keep subtitles on. I don't remember what music's in the game, but half of these are not worth having on for the sake of any potential copyright. Help log moves, cheat, skin, skill points, blah blah blah. Not gonna be dealing with any of that. Jetpack. Oh, I always chuck jetpack on. Alright, I think we're set. Make sure I remember how to play. Yep, cool. And then strafe. Yep, cool. So yeah, back into it with the new season. I will be playing another game alongside this eventually. Can I? Okay, apparently I cannot push another button. I swear R1 might be one of the newer ones actually. I can't remember. Still yet to play Rift Apart. Hoping to eventually get that on Steam and try and give that one a playthrough for you further down the track. I'm broke at the moment, so I'm always broke at the moment, I should say. Always broke in general. Anyway, yes, as I was saying, keep getting distracted. We'll be playing this, and we're playing a second game. I was going to do episode for episode again. Not sure yet if I'm going to do that. I also haven't fully decided. I've got a rough idea of what I want the second game to be, I just haven't fully decided yet. So it sort of just depends what I eventually pick to make it the one I want to play, I guess. How do I do this again? There we go. Cool. But yeah, so I probably more than likely will be doing 2 games, 1 episode followed by the other, like I usually would do, like I've done with each other game. I don't remember the grenade thingy taking that out in 1 hit. That was odd. Don't remember that being a thing. Anyway, Maybe that one only. I think one later on is like 3 hit. Anyway, again, I'm getting distracted easily. Yes, so we will be doing 2 games. It'll be episode for episode. Maybe not for the first couple episodes. Depends if I can figure out a game by the end of this episode, as the plan is to do this episode and then work out the other game and do the first episode of that. But being not fully sure yet, I may end up just doing 2 episodes of this to start, and we'll figure it out after that. Usually, even when I'm doing 2 games side by side, there's usually one that finishes first anyway, so it doesn't extremely matter if I end up doing... Doesn't extremely matter. Is that even a saying? Doesn't matter too much. I guess what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter too much if I start one game and get a few episodes in before I start the second game, because usually, even if I start them at the same time, one always ends before the other. So, it's just always how it works for some reason. Not sure why, but it just does. So yeah. Ratchet and Clank, as I said, I grew up with it. I remember my mother played a lot of the original Ratchet and Clank. No one in the family I remember really played Ratchet and Clank 2. I played that once I got a bit older, but 3 is the one that we had when I was younger, played a lot of. We had Gladiator, or Deadlocked, depending on your region, but we had that as well, towards the later childhood, I suppose. Yeah. I got into it, but I didn't. It was fun. It was good for having a friend over, because it was the first one to introduce a co-op mode into it. One of the only ones that have had a co-op mode into it, I should say. And yeah. I always hated this. Just let me get up to where he is. I mean, you can just do that, but still. Yeah. I would love to be able to get someone else to be here doing the co-op side of Gladiator when I eventually play through that. I'm going to try and maybe figure that out. It'll be extremely hard for me to set up, but with, if anyone knows or doesn't know, I have a few children, and they make it not so easy to be able to organise stuff like that. Sometimes it's hard to organise just being able to have the time to sit here and play for half an hour for an episode. Kids are great though. We love kids. Oh, there you go. I've already got a level upgrade. Weapon upgrade is what I was trying to say. Don't know if anyone here has played. Like I said, I don't know if anyone's played much of Ratchet and Clank 3. I think Ratchet and Clank 2, I believe, yeah, Ratchet and Clank 2 had like, I believe each weapon, or almost every weapon, had an upgrade. 3 was the first one to bring in multiple upgrades. So Ratchet and Clank 3, we can go up to V5. I think V5 turns it into like a special name, and it's slightly different, does a bit more, I didn't mean to skip that, slightly different, and does more damage, sort of thing. And then there's another thing you can do as well, but that's, I think it's only in challenge mode, like New Game Plus. You can get like the mega version of each weapon, or most weapons cost however much to buy, and then you've got that 10,000. Normally I would have bought that. I'm gonna try and maybe just use that. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Who am I kidding? We got the whip. I like the whip. Plus, like the wrench, how we can do that. We can do the same with the whip. So we just go and stand somewhere here. Not in the water, preferably. Ah, fuck. What am I doing? There we go. So R1 for that, and then circle for throwing it. Helps if they don't keep walking away from me. And now I'm going to bring this out again. Should have waited for the second one. Oh, too late. And now the fun part. The bolt multiplier makes everything double bolts. I then go and waste ammo, because it's totally worth it to do this. Waste ammo and destroy every single box in the room. So instead of getting like, instead of getting like maybe 1.5 to 2,000 bolts, we get like 4K basically. Shit. Ignore my language. We were trying to first of all, not waste the last one of that. Oh, yep. I believe the first one of these guys popped up, so I need one. Okay. Oh, don't even. Yeah, you did. Alright. Yep, thought so. Plasma whip. I've never actually done that. I did not know you could plasma whip him one shot after hitting with one of them. These guys are great. I won't be going for skill points. Just want to let that be known. After having done the 100% run, I should have done the 100% run on YouTube. I didn't even think of it. I was, I guess, trying to 100% it for the first time. That is actually my first time 100%ing a Ratchet and Clank game. But also, I had to do it on that one. It's my favourite game. This one, I should say. But yeah, I'm saying a lot. I do apologise. Been a little while since I've done the videos. I'm trying to remember how to commentate, I guess. Yeah, anyway, how has everyone been? It's been a while, like I said. Been a while since I've been in chat, you know. Been chatting on videos. Been jumping in chats on Twitch streams. Been watching some YouTube videos of people I subscribe to. And yeah, so if everyone's been doing good, that's good. If everyone's not doing so great, I apologise. Hopefully, I guess things can be a bit better. Ow. Good days, bad days, we'll have them. I've definitely had them a bit lately. Being unwell and other things through life, you know. Life be lifing. But it happens. Life is what it is, I guess they say. But yes, again, not to try and put a dampener on things, but yes, hopefully everyone's had a lot of good times in their lives. And yeah. We're gonna game fun time. I believe there is a... yeah. See, look at that. Stuff's kicking in still. But yes, I genuinely hope everyone has been going good. Playing your favourite games, having some fun, revisiting old games, whatever you're doing. I myself, apart from doing this now, I've been playing through Forza Horizon 6. I've played a lot of Forza Horizon 6 lately. I can't lie about that. Wow, the whip really sucks compared to the bomb, doesn't it? Wow. Fair bit of experience for killing that, I suppose. Anyway, yes. As I was saying, Forza Horizon 6 has been quite fun. I will eventually be doing Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. We got Inferno mode. Inferno power, basically we can't take any damage. And every wrench hit is a one shot, so we just throw the wrench around and we get some kills. There we go. Now we've got our wall jumps. I don't think there's any other stuff here, no. But yeah, been playing a bit of Forza. Got the new Lego Batman game to have a suss of eventually. What else? I'm not really sure what else really. Just sort of been mainly playing that, doing my normal Rocket League. Yeah. Not really a lot else, I suppose. Come grab this trophy. Fun fact, if you didn't know that was there. If you've played it before and didn't know that was there, or if you don't, or if you've never played it before. One of a few. Can't remember exact numbers on how many trophies are in the game, but I don't think there's one in every level, but most levels have one. And then you've also got the there's other ones that you get by doing other things through the game. Like we've got to do all of the Annihilation Nation, is what I was trying to say. And then after that, we've got the skill points, stuff like that. Can't remember all of them, like I said, but not the easiest. Skill points probably the hardest thing. But yeah, that's another thing though. That's part of the 100% completion. I'm not going to be doing that on this playthrough. But yeah, so figured we'd just chill here for a sec. And yeah. But yes, there's trophies, there's the bolts, all the titanium or platinum bolts, whatever they're called in this particular game, I can't fully remember. All of them are more or less just for like, I mean the platinum bolts are just for skins basically. Which I'll pause in a second, show you that. Is he dead? No, he's not. There we go. We're going to special? Yeah, special skins. So, see, we got that cost 6, that cost 6, that cost 6, 6, 6, 5, 5. There's also a hidden skin. I'll show you that soon. Got a little bit to do before I can actually get it. We gotta get like through this world or planet, if you will, and get to the next one. Which rude. Won't take an extreme amount of time. This cutscene's great. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Ratchet, we have company.
Where?
Behind you.
Where?
Behind you.
Very funny. You having a good time?
You trespass on sacred ground. Now you walk path of death.
But, sir.
Path of death.
So, yeah. So, I guess without having played Ratchet Clank 1 and 2, if you haven't, that's a very confusing thing, I suppose. But, more or less 1. Quark doesn't show up in 2 very often. I think he does show up, just not a lot. Nanotech upgrade, so that's the health. Yeah. Long story short, basically, I guess. It's experience. Each weapon gets experience and levels up, and then you also gain experience. Like, your character basically gains experience as well, which gets used for Thingo. Thingo? Yes. I feel like I've missed something here. Hold on. Have I? Yeah, I have. Ooh. Right here. Another bolt. You gotta do the long jump for that. Using my... I was gonna say my magic, but I'm, recording. So because I'm recording, I can just be back in like 2 seconds for you guys. So, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so apparently I hit a button on my keyboard that unpaused the recording, so I apologise. I don't know how long I've been back for. I'll edit that out, it's fine. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, so it's fucking bolt there. We'll zoom back over here. Now, these platforms here also drop, so you have to be very quick on your feet. Don't know why he's by himself here. These guys usually will get killed by the flames anyway, but I like to do it with that. I wasn't meant to walk on the flame. Come on. There you go. Plasma whip, not too bad. Not extremely good damage-wise, but... Ow. Shit. Forgot the patterns of everything, bro. Alright, rock there, boulder there. Stand here for a sec. Up here. I will buy ammo for that. Oh. Sure.
Okay, we walked your path of death. Now, tell us what you know about Dr. Nefarious.
Who?
Dr. Nefarious! They say you're the only man to ever beat him. This guy's even dumber than Captain Quark? Yeah, Captain Quark!
I keep thinking that where I'm recording is sitting wrong because it looks like there's a big chunk of black at the bottom, but it's still at the top of what you can see is still the top of what I can see, you know. This takes a while doing it like this, but I'm trying to level this thing up. Whoop, forgot he throws that. Oh shit. Hitting him before he jumps up on that is actually a terrible idea, because you end up with multiple enemies attacking you instead of just him. Oh, that was close. Okay, he's jumping up, attacking at me anyway. I might die here. Huh. I'm kidding. Kind of, maybe. I have 3 health. I'm washed. Don't know how I'm washed in a game I've been playing for years, but I'm washed. There we go. Oh, that was scary. Oh, Jesus. Beating him with nothing but that just instantly leveled it up. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever actually done that. I don't think I've ever beat him with just that. I usually use like an assortment to level them all up with this, like get them all experience, because I think any weapon that's used damaging an enemy will gain a little bit of experience, but the more weapons you've used on him, the more variety, I guess, of weapons used on any enemy will like split up the experience gained.
Yeah, we got him, but, well, you fancies a monkey, though.
Bring him to the Phoenix and we'll see what we can do. Sasha out.
So, I apologise for being quiet again, trying to, like I said, trying to get back into the thing. Get back into being used to this, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I think what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wheel spin with 15 or so other games that I've got lined up I want to do. Just do the old wheel spin like I've done before to help me pick the other game I play alongside this. May just be this episode tonight. Probably upload it tomorrow, I'd say. Maybe tomorrow night upload it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe a tomorrow night upload thing, or upload it tonight and get it all ready to be uploaded, like on YouTube and everything for tomorrow. We got new internet when we moved into the new house, so with any luck, the internet is good and can upload quick. With any luck. We'll see how we go. I also apologise for talking over cutscenes. Select button, so that weapons vendor, armor vendor, trophy room, VR deck, and read comic. But first things first, we're going to go over here. Didn't mean to skip that. Come over here, read memory card. The records show one time you have been employed by Gatatron, 10% discount on all weapons. And I unlocked the Ratchet skin. That's what I wanted. So now, yeah, that was like 8, I think, and that was usually like 17 or 18. What? 18,000. 17,000? Something like that. I can't remember the normal price for them now. And then if I go here, we can now play as Ratchet from the original game. So in Ratchet Clank 1, this is how you start with Ratchet. It's how we get introduced to him. I'm not going to do that, but that's the bonus for having Ratchet Clank 1. and Ratchet and Clank 2. I think there is a bonus for having Ratchet and Clank 2 save file, but that's not until later. That's after a few 10,000 bolts for that. Jesus, that's after a few planets ran through. So yeah, we got trophy room in here. So Ratchet trophy is up there. So where the Ratchet trophy is, and these smaller ones here, they are ones you find on planets, and then the bigger ones we can't alternate, but the bigger ones are from other things. Annihilation Nation, skill points. I think there's one for doing like all the VR challenges or something like that. One for doing all the big comics under a certain amount of times, maybe? I can't remember. It's a very funny animation bug that I would never noticed is always there, basically.
Anyway, you're telling me this nutcase is our only hope for stopping Nefarious?
We're
We're hosed.
hosed. Anyway,
Meet me on the bridge.
don't know if we can actually. Oh, we do actually have something we can do. Still doesn't show the discounted price. Just well, it shows the discounted price, doesn't show what the discount is. I thought it did. But there is a bunch of challenges we can do through here. You get experience for weapons, but it's not as much as actual enemies. But I think at the end of it there is a platinum bolt or whatever we can get. I'm not gonna run through that right now. That might be like a post-game thing, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably gonna save over 2 of them 3 saves. Yeah. I'll leave my my 100% one from end of last year, but the other 2 saves I'm probably gonna save over at some point.
Try boosting the power.
They came out of nowhere! Tyrannoid invasion force! Presidential compound has been breached!
We have almost wrapped up the episode, though. We are sitting at almost 28 minutes.
Robotic citizens of the Solana Galaxy, the hour of your liberation is at hand! Long have we robots suffered under the bigotry, the stupidity, the squishiness and foul stench of organic life forms. Soon, all robots will bask in the liberty and equality of my benevolent, iron-fisted rule. As for you filthy organic life forms, you can look forward to being disintegrated. That's all for now.
And that is the introduction to the bad guy.
Prepare the dropship for planetary assault. We're going in.
We'll see you on Arcadia.
So yeah, long story short, that's the bad guy. And yeah, not much else to say, I suppose. That's the introduction to the bad guy. The Tyrannoid invasion force, the bad guys that we deal with. Yeah. So I guess yeah, we've done the first like 2 planets of done the first 2 planets, if you will, of introduction shit, and then this is like where shit starts getting real. I apologise for my language. Arcadia. So Florana, I got the 2 bolts there and the trophy. Starship Phoenix has 7 bolts you can get, and then Arcadia has 3. There's only 1, I believe, we can get at, like, first time visiting Arcadia. We have to get gravity boots to get the other 2, which come a fair bit later in the game. But we're at 29 minutes. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I think we might end it there. Might end it here. will show that we've unlocked a new gun to buy, the Spitting Hydra. I will most likely be saving up for that. If I do any playing off screen, like, oh, I can't really do that because of weapon leveling up. I don't know. I'm just going to save up for that, is the best way to put it. I'm going to use the guns I've got right now. I'm not going to bother with these two. These two are... That one can be okay. Not a fan of that one, although it's good against little enemies. This thing is mint. Overpowered as... Yeah. Overpowered, just in general. And then it also locks onto multiple enemies. And the more you level it up, the more enemies it can lock onto. Hence the 36,000 compared to 7 and 16. But again, with all that being said, thank you all for watching The Return, if anyone has watched this episode. Good to be back, like I said. I look forward to playing more of this. I look forward to making videos in general. Yeah, there's not much else to say. We're in Marcadia. Oh yeah, so we can even look at... So you start with Florana after the Velden's Ratchet's home planet, which is from Ratchet and Clank 1. We start in Velden, we make it to Florana to get some information about Quark. Turns out it is Quark, or we get information about something, I can't fully remember. They send us to do something. Starship Phoenix, we learn, this is home now, and learn who our allies are. And Marcadia, we were straight up saving an invasion, like, that's the start of the game. Missions, we got get to the palace, find Marcadia, meet Sasha, yeah. So we got a little mission list here that tells us what to do. Got the maps. See the question mark there is what we have to get to. We got this little bit here, and then that part, and then I think that's the last part. But anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching the first episode back. I look forward to recording more. I hope you look forward to watching more. If you haven't played Ratchet and Clank, I'd recommend it, or watch the series and get the feel for it there. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching me after coming back, as I've been gone for like a year, and I will see you all very soon.